Right, time for some more Yume Nikki. However, first I have a small correction to make. We have to gather 24 effects, but we already have one effect from the start of the game, which is the instructions effect. So we need to gather a total of 25 effects instead of 24. I say gather, I mean we need to own a total of 25 effects. So we actually need to gather 3 more effects instead of 2, which is what I previously thought. So this series, for which I have no real planning, is at least going to be 1 episode longer than I had initially planned. But yeah, I am going to get the Buyo effect, which is the effect I had previously forgotten about, which is near the docks, or actually, yeah, we have to go via the docks, let me put it like that. And we were actually really close to getting that effect, or going to the area where we can find the effects in a previous episode, interestingly enough. Yet it didn't come back to me. I had genuinely actually completely forgotten about its existence, which might also explain why I wasn't able to get the ending when I played this for myself a while ago. But yeah, we're back in a small portion of the wilderness, and we go to the barracks settlement. And one of these creatures, I believe the wiki calls them Pirori, I don't know. Every time you sleep, one of them is selected at random to be able to teleport you to the Famicom world. But I haven't had any luck in finding this one. Also, they all look identical, so you really have to try to keep track of how this barrack settlement looks and what its layout is. Problem is, almost all of the barracks also looks identical. So we're in for a treat today. Yes, here we are. Back in the RPG world, or Famicom world. And this time we can actually traverse the island a little bit, one of the islands, I should say. And I believe we have to go over here. Yes, here we are, some ruins. Yes, here we go. Very nice music, and these guys are random number generators. Though I don't think their digits in the numbers they say are uniformly distributed, so you can't really use them as dice. Anyway, enough mathematics. Here is the effect, Buyo. And very stretchy. And when I press 1, we sort of bounce around even more. Now there is a second effect I'd like to... oh, wrong one. A second effect I'd like to get in this video. But first I want to show you the connection between this part of the Famicom world and a part of the Famicom world we have... oh, come on. Get out of the way. A part of the Famicom world we have seen earlier on. It is possible to go back to the Famicom house from here. I need to traverse this island in a specific way. I believe we have to go to the north here. This very adventurous music plays while I bike through the volcanoes and everything. I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh, perhaps not. Part of me wants to try and recreate a map of this area, because I draw maps in my spare time. Yeah, just throwing that fact out there as if it doesn't mean anything. Okay, 6 pyramids, and there is a 1 in 8 chance of a demon appearing. However, if we enter with the demon effect equipped, there is a demon guaranteed to be there. So if we talk to him, we're transported back to this house. So there's a connection. Sadly, the connection is only one way. Like, we can talk to him and nothing happens. Okay, on to the next effect, for which I will equip the Metamorde, and there we go. And now we will try and get the Stoplight effect. For that we need to go to the puddle world, which I believe to be over here, question mark? Entirely wrong. The puddle world had a red door, I think. Yes. And we need to find the entrance of a tunnel. There we are, a pink tunnel in the middle of nothingness and puddles. And people who watched a previous video of mine will recognize this location. It's the infinite... I was about to say it's the infinite road. Well, it's a road and it's infinite, but I don't quite recall whether or not people call this part of this dream section the infinite road or a section that comes hereafter. Anyway, there's a forest, there's rain, there's road, it's infinite. Sorry, I don't recognize this. Is it anything special? Nope, okay. I just wanted to take a small detour back to the main road to show you this part. But that's a part and a tree trunk I had not seen before, and for a moment I thought they were special, but they weren't. Or at least I didn't interact with them in the proper way. Let's see, back to the road. Yeah. You can keep traveling on this road, keep going left, you'll wrap around, keep going right, you'll wrap around. But if we talk to this jellyfish being... See that? I slowed down. That means that we just got transported to a slightly different map, which in fact allowed us to leave this infinite road. And now we're back on a completely different infinite road. Interesting about this road, it actually counts how many times you've passed these uterus-looking things with eyes. And if you pass them at least 10 times, you will gain access to a new area. So I'm gonna skip ahead and do that. By which I mean I'm gonna do that, but I'll cut that out. I've lost count of how many times I've passed all of these creatures, but I know for a fact that I did it more than 10 times. At least, I suppose. But yeah, now we go back and everything's changed and there is a green being kind of watching us. But yeah, once you have passed all of those 5 creatures at least once, or at least partially, you will gain access to this area, where you can find the Stoplight effect, which, as you would expect, turns you... I cannot find it. Ah, there it is. As you would expect, turns you into a stoplight, and you can pause animations and general movement, if you like. And now I lost the bike. Ah, there it is. Yeah. So, what about those strange creatures we had to pass? Well, if you pass them fewer than 5 times, this manhole will be covered, and if you pass them fewer than 10 times, this left red thing, tentacle, will not be present, so you cannot ascend. But because we've done both, we can happily ascend, and now we're inside a part of the White Desert. We're inside of a closed-off part of the White Desert, and we will explore the rest of the White Desert in another video. It's a really interesting world, very difficult to get to, but quite nice. I believe the entire world is called the monochrome world, which you can see why. And here is the thing with the quivering jaw, which is an excellent place to demonstrate the Stoplight effect. We press it, and the jaw ceases to quiver. Lovely. But yeah, that's where this road into the dream world ends, and those are the 2 effects I just showed. Oh right, the Buyo effect. We can have a better look at it now. Yeah, you wobble as you walk, and you can do some extra wobbling if you like. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.